I'm just going to show a quick demonstration of Dolphin EasyReader. I attended a webinar yesterday about the EasyReader. Now, although I have seen it briefly before, I've not really looked at it in any great detail. It's actually really useful. So EasyReader is basically a book reader. It will let you link to all your current book reading libraries. So, for example, one that excuse me, one that quite a lot of people I work with use a lot is RNIB Bookshare, which is basically just an online repository of thousands and thousands of books that you can download for free if you have a visual impairment or work with somebody who has visual impairment. So EasyReader just makes it a lot more user-friendly and brings all your book sharing things together. So EasyReader is available on iOS and on Android, and it's freely downloadable, which is great. It's also available on PC, but it's £24.99 on PC. And now, strictly speaking, it's not available on Kindle. And I am going to demonstrate it to you on my Kindle because it's not available in the Amazon App Store, but you can download Play Store on your Kindle if you know how, which is not particularly difficult to do, and therefore you can download EasyReader. So I'm just going to go straight into it. I've not used this very much myself yet, so you'll have to bear with me. So I've got a couple of books already here that I've downloaded earlier. So I click on here and go to Manage Libraries. These are all the different libraries you can have open or not open if you want to. So I'm just going to turn a couple of these off. So if you've got accounts for Project Gutenberg or any of these others, certainly in the UK, RNIB Bookshare is quite a well-used one, but there's loads and loads on here. You've got RNIB Overdrive and all sorts of bits and bobs on there. So I'm just going to keep Bookshare on because I've already got my login details on there anyway. So when you first go on, it does ask you to log in, and it gives you information about that library as well. So I've already logged in previously anyway. So if I go to my books, I can just do a search in here, and it will search any library that I've got activated. So let's just type in something. Let's try a bit of Percy Jackson. Apologies, just have to log in again first. Let's try that again. Percy Jackson. There you go. It instantly comes up with loads of different Percy Jackson books through Bookshare. Now you'll notice that all of these files have got EPUB underneath them. That's basically a book reading format that you'll find on iPad and various other devices, and it's a good format because, and let me show you why. So if I just go to my books a second, let's get rid of that. I was searching in my books rather than online. So if I open this Harry Potter EPUB file, for example, the good thing about EPUB files when it loads is that they can easily be resized. So I'm just going to outwardly pinch the screen and inwardly pinch it, and it wraps the text around the screen so it doesn't you don't lose any of the actual text from the side of the screen. So if I click on play now, hopefully, so it reads it out in whatever voices you've got installed on that particular device, and it highlights it as well. Now you can change things like highlight colour and text colour, background colour, all sorts of stuff on there. So if I go to background colour, for example, I'm going to make that black, and I'm going to change my text colour to white. You can change size and things and line spacing, stuff like that in there as well. So really easy. Now if I go back to my previously downloaded books, I have a PDF here just to quickly show you the difference. Now PDFs are different type of file formats, and they don't display quite as nicely in these kind of programs. So this one's a bit different. I have to sort of skip to the right to scan through it, and obviously it appears pretty much as it would do in a printed form. If I zoom in, it doesn't really fit on the page very well. It will read it out, but not in quite the same way. It doesn't highlight all the text, it just puts a box around it. Now, the good thing about this particular app is if I click on the three dots in the top right hand corner, and go to, oh, and it's just crashed. Excellent. Let's try that again. So this is a PDF, obviously it doesn't scan quite the same way. If I click on the three dots in the top corner and click on switch to text view, it strips all the text out of the PDF and puts it into this sort of format for me. So really quick, really easy, and it's just automatically done it for me, and I can skip through with this button at the bottom and still read it. So it's done a really good job of actually translating it into text. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. And if I switch back to PDF view, it just carries on from where I got to. So really, really simple to use. We've got a bookmark feature at the top here. So you can bookmark things, you can search for things, you can add notes to bookmarks, as you would in other reading programs as well. You've got a sleep timer on there, you've got a where am I feature, so it finds where you were in the book. So lots and lots of really good features on there. And you can change your navigation settings as well. So if I click on 15 seconds, you'll notice next to the little triangle button at the bottom, you've got 15 on either side. Let's put that back to what it should be. Okay, so that's just a really quick overview of EasyReader. Well worth downloading if you have a tablet device. And like I say, you can get it on Kindle, but strictly speaking, it's not available for Kindle. Okay, thank you very much.